Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at Joytoy's World War II Mountain Division Wehrmacht. This is a set of 5 German soldiers. You get 4 soldiers and 1 officer. So this is the packaging that comes in. You see the German cross here, the description of the actual name of the set. We have 2 Joytoy labels here on top right. And on the bottom, across the entire package, we see some nice artwork of the German soldiers and the officer. Very nice packaging. You can see all 5 figures displayed very nicely. 2 on top, 3 on the bottom. There's a piece of tape on the top. I went ahead and cut it so we can go ahead and take a look at these figures. Just the top of the packaging, it shows it's black with Joytoy on it. And the bottom of the packaging is the same. On the side of the packaging, we have across the top the World War II Wehrmacht. We have product parameters. We have some company information there if you want to pause it. We have UBC and checking hazards for any children on the age of 3. These are recommended for adult collectors at least 15 or above. Here's our UPC. The back of the packaging has a very large German cross on it and a description here on the bottom of this set's name. Very cool. On this side of the box we have the German cross and name of the set. We have the warning and the recommendations for the age. So let's go ahead and take this set out of the package and see what we got. This is very nice packaging. You can take them out, put them back in. It's very flexible plastic. Very nicely done. You can see here. Very cool. Let's get that out of the way. So here we have our 5 figures displayed in the front. And then if you turn it around, we have all of our weapons displayed very carefully. We do have a product insert. Shows the German cross, description of this set's name. We have some component parts, and we have some photos of the figures holding their weapons. On this side, we have precautions that you want to read before you play with your figures, and another photograph of the figures all geared down. We have Joytoy there on the flap. So basically, these are just sandwiched together. Just got to lift up your figure pack, and then you have your 2 pieces here. You have your weapons. And then we have our figures. So we're going to go ahead and take care of our figures first. Let's take a look at them, see what we got. There's no tape on there, they just pick those up. So let's start off with the officer. Very nice materials. They don't feel too hard of plastic, too soft. They feel very nice. These are done very well, I can tell already. So we have an officer's head. He has a light brown hair. He has a mean face because it looks like he has a boo-boo on his cheek there. You see a pad with some tape across it. That's very interesting. Very nice. I like that. So this is Officer Booboo. We have his medal there. We have his stripes on his shoulders. His German cross there on his collar. We have some silver throughout. Silver belt buckle. We have a gun holster with his pistol in. He has his green jacket, gray pants, tan, I guess they're ankle wraps, and I'm not sure if that's a technical name for that or not. We have brown boots. Looks really nice. He does have a buzz cut around his head. Maybe he cut himself shaving. But he does have a good enough Booboo to get a band-aid. So let's take a look at the articulation. His head is on a ball joint. Okay, side, up, down, and 360. His shoulders or upper arms are on a ball joint. They will rotate 360, but you need to fan them out like this because of the shoulders. They do have bendable elbows. So 90 degrees. 9 degrees there. His wrists do rotate 360. These are the new wrists. So they will go all around that ball, as you can see here, very nicely. So you can get all kind of different poses with him. His arms do go out. And obviously they do go up. But they're going to fan out like that because of the shoulders. He does have some waist articulation here that will rotate 360 if you so desire. He is not going to sit very well because of his jacket. He does have double jointed knees, which work very nicely. So you can see he has 2 peg holes, 1 in each foot. His legs to spread that far. Go out that far. For his ankles, let's see what he got. He pivots down very nicely. Not too much on the up. And there was no rotation there. It's just an up and down. So let's take a look here. He has a little flap that you open up to get to access to his gun. It is very small. Very cool. See how well he holds it. So you got to put it in like this and then turn it inward. Whoops. Because he has a finger that needs to go into the actual trigger. You guys can see that now. So you want to angle that gun in there so you can get his finger to go into the trigger slot. That's cool. Let's take one last 360 look at this figure before we move on. This is a very nice figure. Materials feel great. Did a pre-inspection of this, and you do need to give some slight heat to him. So I've only heated this officer because all the soldiers are all the same articulation, so we'll not be going through the articulation for the soldiers. Okay, so let's take a look at our first soldier. Now, during my preliminary quality check, all the figures from the neck down are the same figure. The head sculpts are different, and obviously the helmet's the same. But here, so we'll take a look at them, and I'll show you each head sculpt. So he does have his helmet and his strap on. His helmet here around his chin. He has a satchel sack, or a pouch, whatever you want to call it here, that goes across his shoulders. It's by itself on a black strap. And it has a green canister here attached to it. I believe it's the same one. Yeah. So you have the brown sack and this canister here on a black strap. He does have his medals, some silver throughout for his buttons. He He has these like dingy yellow pouches, probably for his ammo clips. He has some nice silver here on his collars. He has the same green as the officer for the shirt. He has the gray pants, the dingy yellow wraps, and the same feet as the officer. It's the side of the figure. Back of the figure, this is kind of like his gear. We have a green pouch, a blanket rolled up, a sack here, or I wouldn't call it a man purse, but it kind of looks like one. Looks like we have a water canteen there, maybe. There's that green pouch. And he has a knife here on his side, which is removable. A black handle, silver blade. Very cool. Very nice positioning for that knife because this does not affect his arm placement at all. Unlike the Predator figures that we just looked at recently, right? Very cool. So let's take a look at this head sculpt and see what we got. Looks like we got just a black hair male figure, black eyebrows, plain face, no expression. That's it. Okay, let's take a look at him with the officer for comparison. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the other figures. Like I said, as you can tell, these are all the same except for the head sculpts. Let's go ahead and get his helmet off and see what we got. We have another black-haired fella. Looks a little upset, not happy. Hair a little messy in the front. There's comparison with that guy. Okay, let's look at the next one. As you can see, the figures are all the same. Let's take a look at his head sculpt. Oh no. Oh no. No, Joytoy, did you do it again? Oh, they did it again, guys. What are we going to do with these guys? We have Mr. Goldfinger here. I wish I could gold hair. We have black eyebrows, angry face. Where's Mr. Gold Hair? What is it with the gold hair? So Mr. Gold Hair here. Here he is with figure 2 that we looked at. Here he is with figure 1. Here he is with the officer. Gotta ding him for that. I hate that gold hair. Stupid. Absolutely just stupid. So here we are with our last of the 4 troopers. This one looks like he's screaming about something. Maybe he's yelling, "Medic, medic, we need a band-aid. Give me a band-aid for the officer. He got a boo-boo." Alright. For some reason, this dude is not giving up his helmet. Give me a second here. Alright. So I got his helmet off. We have a German soldier yelling. He has orange hair. I'm not a big fan of the screaming faces. Just kind of like this pigeon toes them into one kind of display. So if you guys are just standing around waiting for orders, you got a guy with his mouth open. It's weird. Just I can do without it. Okay, here he is with figure Mr. Gold Hair here. And as you can see, same bodies. Okay, here is the second one we looked at. So you can see the same bodies. And the first soldier, same gear. And the officer. Okay, just for, since we didn't take a look at it, here is their helmets. They have some wear on them. They're just softer plastic and they have a black strap. It's a very soft plastic. So that is all of our figures. Alright guys. So now we are going to take a look at the accessories. And bring in the tray. Okay. Let's take that off the top. Chuck it onto the side. Let's see what we got. It looks like we have a sniper rifle with a brown body. Black here, black scope, some silver wash. Look at that trigger. Ooh, it looks nice. Nice weapon. You see the little trigger there. Very soft strap. I love this soft strap. It's great. And then we get three of these guns. These guys have the soft straps also. So we get 3 of these. Oops. I think I got Butterfingers. So 3 of those. Alright, set those aside. Then we have 1 heavy machine gun here. It's done in a black with a silver wash. We do have a brown stock. We do have a bipod here. It goes back, forward, and down. Works absolutely perfect. Outstanding work. This is fantastic. Love it. And then we have an accessory to build. Looks like we have a mortar. Let's get these pieces out here. So this is done in a very nice olive drab color, nice green. Just so you guys know, I'm not going to really assemble this because I'm going to put this back in a package. I'm not sure where I want to put my figures yet. But I am going to give you an idea of what it looks like, okay? So on this mount here, you can rotate this down, up, and back. See that? It's got a very nice sculpt work. It's a little stiff. It's just sitting in the pocket there. You can see right here. Rotate that. Okay, so I'll show you the other parts. Here's the stand of the base. It's probably not the technical name for it, but that's what we're going to go with. So we'll put that bad boy right there. And then we have the actual launcher. We have a tab here. We have a C-clamp there, I guess. And the barrel is drilled out so you can drop mortars into it. Hopefully they don't get stuck. But we'll take a look at that. So basically this is very easy to put together. So this part will go into here. And then this part will get pushed onto there. So that's the part I don't want to do because I don't want to have to take it back apart. And I just don't know if it's going to break. Because once you put it in there, it's not always I keep taking back and forth because it'll weaken the plastic. But we're going to try to give you an idea. This part I'm not worried too much about. If I can get that to go in, just enough to hold. Okay. And then you're just going to clip that into there. And then you have your mortar. Very cool, right? Awesome. And the last of the accessories come in this little bag. So I'm going to try to open this bag up. And while you guys take a look at that very awesome mortar. I'll dump this out and see what else we got. Because there is a bunch of little stuff in here. Okay, it looks like we have some hats. Let's see here. Since we have the mortar out there, let's take a look and see where our little rockets are. Okay, we have these little mortar rockets. They're all black. And I'm going to attempt stick it in. There you go. And blow up whoever you want to blow up. You get 2 of those. Hopefully they don't get stuck, but that's what that looks like. Alright guys. Only other thing you get 2 stick grenades. Black wooden handle with a black grenade head. You chuck these bad boys at whoever you want. It looks like I want to move that mortar out of the way because it keeps wanting to focus on this too. So you guys can see. I'm going to turn this one upside down so you see both ends. But you get 2 of those. Okay, then it looks like you get 3 stocks for your black weapons. Those are P90. I don't know what those are. I'll have to look those up. Don't remember. For these, you get 3 of those. So you get 3 of the stocks that you can attach. Just pushed in on a peg. Nothing really self-explanatory. Very big there to see. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's another one of those rockets. So we get 3 of those. That's cool. And then you get 2 hats. Very soft plastic. Same hat. With a nice silver touch on the front. Some emblems there. Nice hat so we can cover up that ugly gold hair. Oh, that's so much better. But it fit perfectly. Not even, it's like no effort. No effort at all. And so just watch. That's how easy this is. Psst. There it is. Probably put them on backwards if you want. They probably go to brig for that. Yeah, very nice. So you get 2 hats, and then you get an officer's hat. Obviously for our officer. Some nice logos there. Some black, the cap here, the visor piece is actually black. Here my Officer Booboo. Bring his butt over here. That's how he looks. Hat fits very nicely. Officer Booboo is mad. He's probably going to shoot me if I keep calling him Officer Booboo. But what are you going to do? Here's how he compares with the other officer with the hat. Well, this is the officer, the other trooper with the hat. Trooper hat. Officer hat, trooper hat. So they compare. Very nice. Perfect fit. Awesome. We're getting to the end of our accessories here, guys. So we have a few pieces left. We have some hands. Tiny hands. We have a fist hand. Well, you get punched for calling him an officer, Booboo. We have a gripping hand. We have another fisted hand. We have another gripping hand. And then we have one wrist joint. Very, very small. So you get one shot of breaking his wrist. You get a black elbow joint. And you get a green elbow joint. I wonder why that looks like it's stressed already. If you guys can see it or not. Kind of looks stressed already. Hopefully I'll never need them. And you get one. I believe this is a knee joint. No. This is not a knee joint. This is a shoulder joint. Yep, definitely. One shoulder joint. And that's all the accessories you get. So, let's take a look and see how. Just a gold finger here. God, I hate that hair. Hold some of these weapons. Of course, I had to pick him out to do this demonstration, right? And he gets a deep hold of that weapon. You know, all soldiers have the same articulation. Very cool. Love these new wrists. See how nice those wrists work? Work fantastic. Shoulder that bad boy. Very cool. Okay. Take a look at one of the soldiers to see how they hold this weapon. I did not even heat these soldiers, and I'm manipulating the joints like I already did. So you can see how easy. You just need to heat them. Just a tad bit of stiffness there. So just be careful. Don't break your joints. You're gonna get a couple, and some of you don't get. So he's yelling. Pretty cool. And let's see what else we got. We have a sniper rifle. See how well you hold the sniper rifle. So these guns are kind of pain because they have really no grip. They got a grip over here, old style. So it may take some work to get him to hold this in a sniper position. His arm's kind of tight, so I'm not going to be able to manipulate it too much. All the joints vary, so that's why you have to heat them. And of course, yeah, I can do it. Bring him up. Have him hold it. Okay, so we're not going to waste a lot of time on it because the joints are kind of stiff. I can throw his on his shoulder. Normally that's like how they stick out like that, but you pull down on them pretty good, right? Okay. And obviously to hold these stick grenades, you're going to have a different hand, which they provide for you. Not going to hold with that hand. Alright guys, so that is our review for the Mountain Division of the German soldiers. These retail anywhere from $80 to $110 I've seen them at. Depending when you get them, so do your research, look around, see where you can find them the best price. Highly recommend these. There are issues throughout Joytoy's figures, but these are not one of them. heat them up just gently. You won't have a problem with it. You shouldn't have any issues with any of the joints breaking with these guys. Highly recommend them. Pick them up if you're in there, some World War II soldiers. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. It really helped my channel out. I do a lot of reviews for all kinds of collectibles. We're going to be looking at more Joytoy here in the future. And when more stuff comes out. Please like and share this video, as well as subscribe. I want to thank you guys for watching. And happy hunting. And we're going to see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.